Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn about energy resources. Already we have learned about some mineral resources and India's mineral resources also we have learned, and the distribution of minerals or the continent-wise distribution of minerals or occurrence of minerals, everything we have learned. See, today we can learn about energy resources. We know that energy resources are resources which give us energy and that can be used to cook food, run machines and so on. Means all these energy or the resources which give us energy that can be used to cook food, run machines, etc. are called energy resources. All these resources or the energy resources we are using for cooking food, running machines, etc. See, electricity, we call it power, often called power, is the most common form of useful energy, or electricity is the most common form of useful energy, and it is this we know that this electricity is generated from various sources. We know that electricity is generated from various sources, and see, thermal power is generated from mineral fuels which contain solar energy or atomic power, and which is also a form of thermal power. And see, all these are generated from mineral substances like uranium and thorium. Now see, hydroelectricity or tidal power is generated from running water. We all know that hydroelectricity or tidal power is generated from running water. Then sources of energy may be conventional or non-conventional. Here conventional means this traditional or non-conventional, that we can learn later. Before that, one more time, energy resources. Energy resources are resources which give us energy, and that energy can be used to cook food, run machines, etc. etc. And electricity is the most common form of useful energy, and it is generated from various sources also. And see, thermal power is generated from mineral fuels which contain trapped solar energy also. Now see, we can learn about some of the conventional sources of energy. Conventional, in simple way we can say that traditional sources of energy. Let us see which are the traditional or conventional sources of energy. Wood, we already know that wood is a conventional source, and wood gives us especially the village people and the urban poor in our country, most of the energy they use for cooking and heating. All this energy they get from wood only. Again, wood is a conventional sources of energy, means traditional. And so but ancient time onwards, this wood is considered as a traditional form of energy, and this wood usually come from trees and forests in the neighborhood. And this wood is a renewable natural resource also. Wood is a renewable natural resource. But what is happening? Yes, but it may become scarce or finished. How it may be getting finished? Means if used up faster, then it can be replenished by nature. Means we have to control the use of such resources, or these conventional resources also may be getting finished sometimes. How? If we are using it in large quantity. So we have to be very careful while using such resources also. And this conventional resources would has a demerit also. Many merits are there, but it has some demerits also. How? It is not a clean fuel. Wood is not considered as a clean fuel. Why? Because it causes air. Sometimes this wood causes air pollution also. Means the smoke and all coming out from this wood sometimes causes air pollution. Sometimes, always it is the smoke causes air pollution. So we have to limit the use of such resources also. And another reason, it may be getting finished also. See, mineral fuels, we know that the mineral fuels, coal and petroleum and natural gas are known as fossil fuels. All these coal or petroleum, natural gas, all these resources are known as fossil fuels. Why these resources are called fossil fuels? Because they are, or we get these resources from the remains of dead plants and animals, or from the remains of plants and animals. And if we compare these resources with wood, these fossil fuels have higher heat generating capacity. Means as if we compare these fossil fuels with other with wood, these fossil fuels or mineral fuels have high heat generating capacity, but they are non-renewable and are exhausted. It also may be getting finished. How? As they are used, means if we use in large quantity, what will happen? Sometimes this also will be getting exhausted, means will be finishing. And this also, like wood, these fossil fuels are also causing air pollution. Already I have told this wood is causing air pollution. Like wood, these fossil fuels are also causing air pollution. The burning of fossil fuels causes air pollution. Now see, means mineral fuels, especially coal and petroleum or natural gas, then wood, another conventional source of energy, and coal. See, coal was formed over millions of years. All of a sudden, coal is not formed. Millions of years took it to the formation of coal, and this coal also formed from the remains of plants growing in marshes. And see how this has formed. The remains of plants sank under the water, and after that the action of bacteria in the low oxygen underwater environment increased the amount of free carbon in them. And then what is happening after that? When earth movements buried the remains deeper under, means all these remains are buried deep underground, and they were subjected to increasing heat and pressure, and this ultimately turned into coal. This is the process of the formation of coal. means coal also is a conventional source of energy, then petroleum, then wood. All these are some of the conventional sources of energy, and some more are there at non-conventional sources of energy are also there that we can learn in the next class. Thank you.